What if your life is being counted down and the only chance for survival is to go on a dangerous quest? That's the setup for Expedition 33. Today, I'll break down what works and what doesn't in this critically acclaimed RPG and whether you should pick it up or not. And this does not contain any spoilers, of course, and it's only gonna be me talking about the game without any spoilers. So let's jump right in. Alright, so Expedition 33, as the official title, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a turn-based hybrid RPG developed by Sandfall Interactive. Released April 24th in 2025, and its aesthetic and narrative draw heavily from Belle Epoque inspired fantasy settings with a dark twist. A supernatural entity called the Painters triggers a phenomenon called the Gommage, painting a number on a monolith annually, and all people whose age is equal or greater than the numbers are erased. You control a party called Expedition 33, aiming to break this cycle, confront the Painters, and unravel mysteries around past expeditions. In terms of mechanics, its core is turn-based combat, but with real-time elements like timed dodges, parries, quick-time events, free aim, ranged attacks, etc. The developers have said the main story runs 30 plus hours with additional side content. Price point is around $50 for the base game. It contains strong visuals and art direction. I mean, the art style is often praised as hauntingly beautiful, with moody visuals, surreal designs, and beautiful world buildings. Thematically, the contrast of light and dark, Clair Obscur, it's the tone of the game's story. The use of Unreal Engine 5 gives polish to environment and character models. The combat is pretty, it's turn-based, but the fact that they added dodging, counterattacks, parries, timed inputs makes battles more dynamic. And the tactical depth, you build your characters with gear, skills, synergies, and target weaknesses. During enemy turns, you are not passive. You can dodge or parry to rescue damage or open opportunities. Critics' average score is high. It's 92 on, I think, Metacritic, and player reviews are overwhelmingly positive. It became one of the top selling games shortly after release. Millions of copies sold. It's being talked about as a revival of the JRPG as well. Narrative and atmosphere is also stunning. I mean, the setup, the Gommage, mortality, urgency, the setup gives inherent tension at stakes. Voice acting, emotional moments, and atmosphere are often cited as strong points in reviews, according to Metacritic, Steam, and etc. The game experiments with pacing and tone, light banter early, then darker, more introspective turns, which many find compelling. Some reviews mention that exploration can feel mechanically uninteresting in places. There's no minimap by design to preserve a sense of discovery, but this can cause confusion or disorientation in certain areas. Some players find the attribute or build systems a bit confusing. Knowing optimal builds per character can be challenging. These are based on user feedbacks, by the way. Because it integrates multiple systems, turn plus real time, some players might feel overwhelmed at first. A few critics also note that early parts may feel tonally inconsistent, banter versus gravity, or that weighty narrative beat sometimes feels delayed. Some side content or optional quests might not feel as fleshed out compared to the main plot. As a debut from a smaller studio, some players worry about corners being cut, as reused assets, filler, and narrative padding. The myth that it was made by 30 devs or less circulated, but the devs clarified it's not that small. Why you should buy this game? If you like immersive RPGs, narrative-driven experiences, and hybrid combat, as more than just menu picking. For the visuals, art direction, and originality, it offers something fresh in the RPG space. You're getting a potentially 30 plus hour story plus side content for $50 or less, which can be a solid value. It's also getting widespread acclaim and might be one of the must play RPGs of 2025, but I think, in my opinion, it is one of the best games ever made. Not just 2025, but generally, it's one of the best games I've I've played. Why you might wanna skip this game. If you prefer simpler, more straightforward RPGs without complex build systems or real-time inputs. If perfect polish or AAA scale content is your benchmark, there may be rough edges. If the absence of a minimap or more guided navigation bothers you, if you're on the fence, waiting for possible discounts or DLCs might be safer, though early praise suggests demand will remain high. Final thoughts. My verdict? Yes, it's definitely worth buying, especially for RPG fans. It might not be perfect, but it offers a unique and memorable experience. If you try it, I'd suggest playing through the first few hours to see if its tone and systems grab you. Many people say the early hour is exceptionally long, but yeah, that was kind of what I thought about the game. I'm just saying you should definitely buy it, definitely worth it. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya on the next one.